What's going on, guys? Mikey Messina here with Mikey Daily Carry, and today I'm going to be doing an unboxing of a couple things that were sent to me by Nitecore. Now, I was able to link up with Nitecore over at SHOT Show, so thank you guys for sending this over. Fair disclaimer, this was sent to me for review. I'm not getting paid for this. This is merely just my thoughts, honest opinions, okay? So, two things. I have the EDC09, and I also have the NB10000 Gen 4. Now, I had the Gen 2, I believe, but this is their new generation. This really stood out to me because it was more of a slimmer setting. They just continue to amaze me with how slimmer they can go with these types of power banks. It's probably the slimmest 10,000 power bank that you can get your hands on. Super fast charging. And then you have your EDC09. I had the EDC17 that I was rocking at SHOT Show, which is a freaking awesome beast, but I'm going to be checking this out. So let's open these up and see what's inside. I'll start off with the flashlight. This is the EDC09. So taking a look at it here, what stands out already is you can see on the head of the actual light, it's a rotating head. So you can adjust it and bring it down 90 degrees, or you can have it normal flat as handheld. This is the light right here. So as you can see, take a look at that. You got some film that's on the front there. You got your worldwide warranty service card. And then in the box, you get your instruction manual. And then it looks like you get a diffuser that you can put on this as well. And then you get your USB-C charger, and then you get a lanyard. That's all that you get in the package. It says it right there too on the side. You get your USB-C charging cable, a lanyard, and a diffuser. Already looking at this for all of our spec nerds out there. This has a max output of 1600 lumens. It has 150 meters of a max distance in terms of the beam. The max intensity is 5899 CD. I don't even know what that means, to be honest with you. And it also has an impact resistance of 2 meters. It is IPX6 water rated. And then there's also a QR code there. So that way, if you want to scan that, educate yourself on all the specs, you can do so. So let's check it out. This is the light. As you can see right there, this can go forward. Oh, okay. So that's pretty stiff. I was expecting it to just go fling. Nope. You actually got to give it some muscle. So not only can you have it at 90 degrees, you can angle it up. If you want to have it at that 45. Let's see how it turns on here. So it's in its lockout mode. Ooh, okay. So same switch on the side, like how it is on the EDC17, which I really like. So you use the different switches to go from low, medium, high, and then that actually changes the color of it when you press the button. I kind of have this at its highest setting right now, 1600 lumens. So I think this is at 3000 Kelvin, 4500, then 6500. So if I hold it down, you have strobe. Oop, don't want to flash you guys there. You have strobe. I hold it again. You have turbo. And then I bring that down and even lower. Very self-explanatory. And then on the bottom side here, looks like you do have a magnet. Ooh, okay. So there's a reason why that warning is right there, because it does get hot. You guys saw I only had that on for a little bit, and you feel the heat 100%. Over on this side over here, you can open this up and you have USB-C charging. Really like that. So you don't have to have its own proprietary charging. You have a magnetic base here. So that way, if you have, let's say, a metal topper that you want to put that on, maybe the hood of your car, you can put that on there. And then if you want to shine light on what you're currently working on in your engine bay, you can do so. Another thing to point out is the clip. As you can see, the clip here is a two-way clip. That is always a plus in my book, because you can go deep carry pocket, And then you can also go hat clip. If you want to use this as a hat clip, put it on the bill of your hat, and then that way you can use this as your headlamp per se. And you do have a place here for a lanyard, and it only goes light down in your pocket. So if I were to rock it like so, ooh, that thing is stiff. Okay. Boom. So you can rock it like so, or flip it around. And now you can rock it like that if you want the light upwards. I'm sorry, did I say there was only one way? There's two ways. So you can rock it like so, or you can rock it this way. And that way you can have that there. This is a little bit more deep carry pocket. It's hiding versus the other way around. You're going to have that whole headpiece of the light show and pop out. That right there is the EDC09. Different modes here. I'll shine it right behind me. So that way you get a better idea of how that is. Ooh, thing is strong. Let me turn off the lights in here real quick to give you an idea. Okay, so if I were to just turn that light off, this right here is low, medium, and that right there is high. And then if I press the buttons, this is 3000 Kelvin, 4000 or 3000, and then this is 6500. So you have 3, 4500, and 6500. So there's your different modes there. And then you can cycle it down, change the colors as well, and then do that also. Now, if I wanted to add, let's say, the diffuser, this is how that diffuser then looks like. Change the mode, have it go higher and even higher. Now I change the temperature. Look at that. I mean, that really lights up my studio right now. And so bring that down and even lower. Change the color modes. That's how that works. Pretty cool stuff. I like it. I really do like it. So let me turn everything back on here. Okay, so there you have it, guys. That is the EDC09. So now let's open up and put this trash aside. Now let's open up this guy right here. This is the NB10000 Gen 4. This does have an IPX7 water rating. It is ultra lightweight, 22.5 watts max, and then it has an USB-C in and out. It looks like inside there is a lanyard charging cable that is included. There's a knock to wake. It has a carbon fiber shell and a dynamic RGB light. So immediately once you open it up, you get access to that lanyard, which is this guy right here. I guess it doubles as, oh, okay. Now let's get the charger out. Ooh, yeah. When I saw this at SHOT Show, I was like, what? The last one that they had, I think I had the Gen 2, it was already slim. And I'm like, how can you go even slimmer and smaller? Where's that tap to wake? No, it doesn't work yet. Oh, there it is. Ooh, okay. So immediately, I like how the RGB, turn that on, the RGB just flashes right there. And then it tells you how charged it is. Looks like this is fully charged. So the cool thing is this lanyard will then go into this piece right here. You have two ports, two USB-C ports. It also says that this is TSA or flight friendly. Let me feed this in through this. Give you a full experience of how this would typically work. All right, so now I have that piece in there, and then on one side you have your USB-C, on the other you also have a USB-C. So if I just plug into one, and then let's say I get my phone, plug it into here, boom, immediate charging. We got a charge. Look at that. And the RGB, look at the RGB switching up on that light right there. That's pretty cool. I'm going to do a little bit more playing with this. I just wanted to give you guys like an unboxing, first impressions type of video. I'm definitely going to put this in my different loadouts and my everyday carry. I already know that this light specifically I like because this is my Tale of Knives MPU. I use this all the time. The light that lives on this MPU is my Olight Arc Pro. And so, look at that. Fits like a glove. The EDC09 in my Tale of Knives MPU, left hand. I'm going to definitely throw this into the rotation and give you guys an idea of how it pretty much sits with my everyday carry. But that's pretty much how that fits in there. I'm going to give that a test. When you press the button, it gives you a battery indicator. I know that a couple of their lights, they do have lockout features. So I don't see a lockout feature on this light specifically. I do got to be careful when I put that in the MPU. But guys, two things I want you to keep on your radar. It's this guy right here, super small, iPhone 15 Pro, not the Max, just the regular Pro. And that is pretty much how it compares to my phone. It's smaller than my phone, okay? Not slimmer, but smaller. And you got your EDC09 compared to the Olight Arc Pro in size. Look at the difference, okay? Look at that difference. Definitely going to be throwing this into the rotation, and I'll give you guys an update review on how this works. But again, thank you so much to Nitecore for sending this over. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Walk a path!